Fiddle fig is an evergreen tree that grows rapidly, with shiny green leaves that can grow up to 15 inches long and 10 inches wide. It grows very tall outdoors, while only growing to around 6 feet high when cultivated indoors. It prefers indirect bright light, and a window on the east side of the house is perfect for it to get the required sunlight without worrying about leaf burn. It doesn't tolerate low lighting conditions, as this will be harmful to the plant's growth. It requires watering once a week or more depending on its growing conditions, needing more watering in hot conditions than when grown in colder or more humid climates. Make sure that the topsoil is just a bit moist before watering again. Always use water at room temperature, as the roots can get burned if the water is too hot and suffer from shock if the water is too cold. Be sure to avoid overwatering the plant, as this leads to root rot. If the plant loses leaves or the leaves turn yellow or brown spots are signs of overwatering. Remember that this plant grows in humid jungles in its nature habitat and needs plenty of humidity when grown indoors. The best humidity level for this plant ranges from 30% to 65%. You might have to offer more humidity by regular misting, using a humidifier, closely surrounding it with mini plants, or a pebble tray if the humidity is low inside the home. Prefers temperatures of between 65 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Never allow the temperatures to drop below 50, as this might cause some damage to the plant. The plant requires soil that is well drained. Poor aeration will not provide oxygen to the roots, leading to infection and root rot. Loamy soil mixed well with organic matter and sand is best. This plant is toxic to pets if ingested, causing irritation in the mouth. It's best to keep out of reach from children and pets. Always repot the plant into a larger pot yearly, making sure to use fresh soil. It likes to grow big and needs space for its roots to spread. This is not as easy as propagating other plants, since plants with wooden stems are harder to propagate. However, it is possible to propagate the plant from cuttings. It's better to use cuttings if the stems are thin. Take about a 5-inch cutting below a knot and cut off all the leaves except a few at the tip. Put the cuttings in moist potting soil and make a plastic tent over the pot to maintain humidity and stop the soil from becoming dry. Monitor the soil to make sure it's still moist, watering if it isn't. Rooting will begin after 2 weeks. The plastic can be removed once new shoots start appearing. The best fertilizer should have a ratio of 30% nitrogen, 20% phosphorus, and 10% potassium. Use a liquid fertilizer, as it is safe and relatively easy to use. This ratio will help the plant grow well and keep it healthy. Do not feed the plant in winter, only feeding it during the warmer months when it's actively growing. The plant does not like to be moved around frequently, as this might cause stress. Make sure to rotate the plant every couple of months so that the foliage will grow evenly. Brown spots might appear due to various causes. It is somewhat easy to identify the cause by judging where the spots appear on the plant. Overwatering will cause brown spots to appear on leaves near the soil, indicating root rot has attacked the plant. This can be further confirmed if black spots appear and leaves start falling. The spots will begin to spread upwards and affect the whole plant if action isn't taken immediately. Brown spots can also result from bacterial infection attacking the plant. These are usually lighter in color and spread across the entire leaf, eventually affecting all the leaves on the plant. This can also result in leaves falling off, usually at the top of the plant. Root rot and bacterial infections can spread fast and are a threat to the plant. It is important to identify the cause as soon as possible. Root rot is treated by removing all the soil and examining the roots, removing away any soft brown roots. Wash the roots thoroughly, disinfect the trim areas with cinnamon powder, and repot with fresh soil after disinfecting the pot as well. Bacterial infection can be avoided by not allowing the leaves to get wet when watering and removing any dead leaves that fall into the pot. Overwatering is preventable by proper monitoring the watering schedule. Underwatering will indicate curling leaves, leaf drop, and brown spots. These plants are likely to be attacked by pests like mealybugs, aphids, mites, and scale. Usually keeping the plant healthy and cared for will help fight pest infestation. You should treat these insects immediately with neem oil.